information that you are squeezed some.
The Budget and Appropriations Committee in the National Assembly, through its chairman Mutava Musimi, tabled in the House the report on Budget Policy Statement 2014, a report that outlines how resources in the 2014-2015 budget will be shared between the national government and the devolved governments. The Budget Committee has proposed that 808.4 billion shillings be allocated to the national government, an amount that includes 7.3 billion shillings allocated to Rural Electrification Fund, as well as 3 billion shillings set aside for the Equalization Fund. The committee has recommended that the 47 county governments be allocated 218 billion shillings that will be shared among them equitably. The proposed allocation to devolved governments is 32% of the 2011-2012 audited revenue. However, this is 20 billion shillings below the amount that the Council of Governors was demanding as the minimum allocation to county governments. In the 2013-2014 budget, county governments were allocated 190 billion shillings, a figure the governors termed too little.
The minimum that the national cake would give devolution to succeed is 238 billion. That will keep us afloat.
The solution really is in increasing the basket that is available to the counties, so that everyone has enough to cover the OPEX book and have some money for development if we really are serious about development.
And just hours before Musimi tabled the Budget Committee's report in the House, the Council of Governors had made a spirited last-minute effort to convince the House to allocate more funds to the county governments. Governors had initially requested 350 billion shillings, but scaled down the figure to 279 billion shillings before finally settling on 238 billion shillings. However, the Musimi Committee faulted the Council of Governors for dragging its feet in the budget-making process.
To the extent that the governors know that we need to discuss with the Budget Committee of the National Assembly, let us make this conversation an ongoing process. Let's not look at it for each other last minute, and it shouldn't just be coming from me pleading for meetings, which so far has been the case.
Governors have been on the spot for allegedly misappropriating funds allocated to their counties, and some members of the National Assembly and their counterparts in the Senate have insisted on tighter oversight mechanisms to audit spending in the counties.
Why is it you don't want to appear before the committee of the Senate so that you go, we want to increase more money to you, but you also want to call upon accountability?
The absorption of funds allocated to the county governments is yet another matter that Parliament wants governors to deal with before they can ask for more funds.
Today, we have 40 billion lying in the central bank. Madam Chair, the Constitution must be followed. The County Government Act must be followed. The PFM Act must be followed, and money must be given to counties based on the functions devolved. That is the law. Madam Chair, Madam Speaker, you cannot give money like you are giving out to a political rally.
Debate on the revenue allocation resumes on Tuesday when the House reconvenes. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9.